Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming, and it's time for another crappy tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to vandalize your buildings. I'm going to show you how to paint a graffiti on a piece of terrain. I'm going to show you the ones I'm going to show you are 3D printed terrain for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I think it's from Corvus Games. I don't know. I'll put a link below. Now this is my way how I do it. Maybe somebody has a better way. Comment below. I know some people print out and glue it. Print out the paper and glue it on the terrain itself. It's not a bad idea. You could also make a stencil. If you have an airbrush, then have fun with an airbrush. For me, it's faster the way I do it. For me, but maybe it's not for other people. Now guys, what we're going to need? We need a Sharpie, we need brushes, we need paints, we need a building to vandalize. Mostly I check internet and see some ideas. Whatever, I'm going to show you some printouts. They're grayscale because I don't have a color printer. That's it. Now let's go to the table and hopefully I'll manage to explain something. See you.
And here on the table you can see that we're going to paint on this building. You can see that I'd already done some graffiti on this building, not on these. We're going to need a Sharpie so we can sketch up all the paint brushes. Some paints, of course, mixing palette, water, and if you want you can use I printed out some reference photos from people that have done graffiti all over the world. You can see I already copied the Homer Simpson, and this old school I'm going to be showing you how to do. And here's some others I was thinking about doing on other buildings. This one's nice. I'm going to do it probably on one of the larger ones, maybe this one also. If you don't want to do other people's stuff, you can always find, and you don't know how to do the letters, you can find on the internet alphabets with different styles of for graffiti, so you can use that or paint Donald Duck. Now what we're going to put the style we're going to do, the graffiti we're going to do on the sides. We can have a closer look at while we're doing it. And take a Sharpie. We're going to start with the middle letter so you can orient and maybe. Oh fuck, I forgot what I wanted to say. Sorry guys. Now it's a little bit harder for me if you don't notice it, because this is a detail building, so the brickwork is textured and everything, so it's a little bit harder to do with the Sharpie. It's faster to do with the Sharpie, so that's why I'm showing you it like this. You could do it with a brush. It's a little bit harder, then you have to dip the paint all the time and everything, so that's the only issue. I think the Sharpie is the best way to do. Later you're going to paint over it. It's just like a guide for your paints, and slowly just start sketching the letters. The letter doesn't have to be 100% accurate. You don't have to worry about it. It's your building, so don't stress too much about it. If you make mistakes, you can always blame that and say to people, oh, it's the people the person that done the graffiti, vandals. Or you say, okay, you fucked up, but it's no problem. It will look good however you do it. You can find all over the world good graffiti, crappy graffiti, just practice. It's also good for practicing, let's say, freehands. you can't mess up too much. It's just a terrain piece, so it's not like a model that you worked on hours and hours. Now during the videos I'm going to speed up the process a little bit, so you don't have to look at me doing everything in normal speed. And in this part you will see that I already messed up a little bit because I didn't plan good correctly, so my graffiti is actually going over the Homa graffiti, which will look, in the end, will look good, since if you look all around the world, people are always doing graffiti over other people's graffiti, and you can see the older ones, so it looks a little bit more realistic. I don't know if you can see everything because of my hand. What I didn't mention at the start of the video, which I apologize for, is it's good to do a primer uh, before you start painting it, so you can fix anything you do. I'm going to use Calidor Sky, and we're going to start blocking in the letters and colors. Like I said, I'm going to do this very fast. You can do it with a bigger brush. Smaller brushes are good for, let's say, detail work, like small lines. Again, you don't have to be 100% accurate here. You can always come back and fix it later with other colors, or when we're going to do the black lining of all the letters. Now, since the original artwork had some red, mix of red and blue, I'm going to use my fist on red and paint it on the lower part. I'm going to also add a little bit blue during the process, so to mix it a little bit more, or just water, it's always good. Now I'm going to add palette width flash to the Caldor blue, or Caldor sky, not Caldor blue, sorry. You could also use white, doesn't matter. This is just to brighten up the top part a little bit. Doing this a little bit too fast so you guys can see. Now I'm going to add, like I said, the black. It's Abaddon black. And we're going to outline all the letters so they're more pronounced. And later you will see I will add like a lower part shadow to the letters to give them some more style or whatever. Again, do it slowly. Even this you can fix with the original colors of your building. if you know how you painted them. And then slowly go over through all the letters, painting them and not having fun at all. Really actually enjoyed painting these graffitis, actually even more than the miniatures themselves. Haven't enjoyed something that this much in a long time. Really had fun painting this. Again, if you don't have experience with this, go slowly, don't fuss too much. Even mistakes will look good on this. It's a building, so like I said, you'll see this when it's painted, and then maybe one after 10 years you look at it again. But it will give you life to your buildings, and it will look much cooler. I'm going to add a little bit of pale beach flash just to do some little bit of like highlighting, but nothing spectacular. Just to give some definition to it. It is more like playing around with paints now than it's actual painting. Now we're going to mix with the blue, which I messed up on the video so you don't see. Just to do some small lines to give more definition to the paint itself, to the letters themselves, not the paint. And that's it. Hope you like this. Nothing spectacular, so
And that's it. Hope you like this badly recorded video. I hope that I managed to at least transfer some of my knowledge to you, or not. Probably it was a waste of time. Wouldn't be surprised. Uh, what else? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. If you have other ideas how to do it, feel free to share them. Uh, Subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Like or dislike, doesn't matter anyway. You can do whatever you want. Hit the bell button if you really want to see crappy videos like this. And thank you for watching and stay grumpy.